Welcome back to the shed. Just a couple of updates. I've been playing with my new MIG welder and the rear hoop has been welded on. What I've done, I've put the mild steel spigots to fit inside the tubes. I drilled through the outer tube and plug welded fore and aft on both sides, so it gave it some, so it actually welded the mild steel spigot in place, and then I went round and seam welded both sides. Doesn't go out too bad, quite pleased with that. My first real go at MIG welding. I've done stick welding before in the past, which was quite a few years ago in my apprenticeship, and all I managed to do was blow holes in the material, so I'm quite happy with that. It's come out quite nice. The other thing I've done, I've put the rear indicator lugs on both sides. These are turned from 20mm mild steel. The actual indicator fits in there, the threaded part, and secured by a bolt behind, and the cabling will come out the back there. They were jigged up, so they're both exactly spot on. The only problem was that due to the location where they are around the back end of here, there's a bit of metal pigeon shit welding, but that's most of that's gone now, so it's looking good. I'm quite pleased with that. It cleans up that rear end nicely. All I've got to do now is sort out the rear light, where that's going to go, and the mud guard, and obviously the seat. That's going to be a major issue, but one bit at a time. Quite pleased with the way it's going. If you may recall, right from the beginning, I had concerns about what I'm going to do about the battery and the CDI unit. Well, with my newfound MIG welding skills, I managed to make a box. This was made out of a larger box, which was scrap, and I cut it down to size with a jigsaw, welded it together, and quite pleased with the way that's come out. Nice penetration with the welding. I've also managed to locate the ignition switch, so I've got a hole there which will take the ignition switch, and the plan is for the battery to actually fit in there, along with the CDI, which fits in there. And what I'll do is I'll cut away the front of the box, so that runs flush rather, and there's the original mount, which I'll cut a couple of slots so that goes down and holds that in its rubber mount, so it won't be too much shot going on. I've plug welded a bracket on the back end, which is what this G-clamp is holding on underneath. What I will do is I'll drill through both sides there and put a nut and bolt on there, so it holds it in place permanently, rather than having a G-clamp, because it might be a bit painful when I try and ride it. Ha ha ha. And I do need to put another mount on there somewhere. I don't know, either going to drill through to the sides of the frame, or I'll put something at the arse end of that just to hold it, stop all the mass relying on those three plug welds there. So yeah, quite pleased. MIG welding is getting better each time I do it. I did manage to accidentally weld the toolmaker's clamp to my workpiece, but apart from that, everything's looking good. The other thing I did, I was a bit dismayed with underwhelmed with the exhaust, I don't know what you called it, holder, flange, I don't know, but that's just a rough bit of steel, cast iron or whatever that holds it on. So I thought, well, that looks a bit shite. So I've been looking at the world of eBay, and I've come across these. Now these are the same items, but for a CG125, 1970s, 1980s, kind of, probably more 70s. Two of these, I bought two of them, and what I've done with one, I've milled down so you've got a recess. So that recess, that distance there, is roughly the same thickness as that. which means these nuts will fit on the studs without having to risk trying to remove the studs and put longer studs on. But they haven't come out too bad. Yeah, that just needs a bit of tarting up. Probably out of focus actually. So that's the only other thing I've been doing. I'll say the next bit I've got to do is think about how I'm going to do the front and rear mud guards. I've got them, as you may recall from before, from the guy on eBay that's doing them, aluminium ones, quite nice, the bobber type. I just need to see how far I mount it on the back, along with the rear light and number plate. But no, looking good. Quite happy with it. Bit frustrated because it's still cold and I want to do some paint. I don't do any paint because the last thing I want to do is bloom. Yeah, quite happy. Looking good. I doubt if I'm going to hit my 1st of April deadline, but you never know. Yeah, that's all for now. I will update as and when I can. Bye for now.